Hello everyone and welcome to Meme History, the only show on the internet. This episode, an exploration of the digital world around us, we'll be taking a look at Wojak. This totally unique and really hip meme hit the scene in 2010 and recently came to dominate the internet by the time 2020 hit. Regardless of my lukewarm feeling about it, calling this meme viral is more true for it than any other meme we've covered in the past. See, today we have a trek to embark on. Past the McDonald Mountains of the US, across the plastic mountains of the Atlantic Ocean, and through the Toblerone Mountains of Switzerland, all the way to Poland. While us commoners toiled away with double rainbows and fucking magnets, asterisk, how do they work? Poles were toiling with the fire and flames of the forge that is MS Paint. Excruciating minutes were spent detailing the perfect curvature of the head, the squiggles of the forehead and neck, the massive fucking nose. With his masterpiece complete, the man collapsed to the ground. Wojak, Wojak, his children cried. Then, with glowing eyes, they saw his creation and promptly kicked the shit out of him until he died of organ failure. Then some guy found it and uploaded it to CrowdChan. Have you ever considered all the 4chans that might be out there? The places that the Russians and Japanese go to post traps. Well, if you swung by Germany in 2010, that place would be CrowdChan, named fittingly after the slur soldiers used for Nazis in World War II. The actual name of Wojak comes from the guy who posted it there. See, although the original Wojak was created around that time, the actual meme to get popular first was the Feels Guy image. According to someone claiming to be the creator of Feels Guy on AMA, he said he found the original Wojak and the Feels Guy image without the text on the Polish image board Vichan under the name twors.jpg. It apparently means warm face, opposite to the cool face which shows happiness and approval, whatever that means. However, it seems that the Wojak face existed at least all the way back in the December of 2009, where the I Wish I Was Home comic was first posted. Soon after, Mr. Wojak posted the same image in several threads on Kraut, quickly spreading to other international image boards like, and I'm not making this one up, Pasta-chan, the Italian message board, and Dobrachan, the Russian one. More importantly for us, however, was the spread of Feels Guy and Wojak onto 4chan, which really breaks the theme. You'd think we'd be called Burger Chan or something. Anyways, the image started to be used often for green text, aka bullet point style short stories using the feature in 4chan that turns the text green. The original Wojak would often be captioned with "that feel when," because the only kind of humor that doesn't die is relatable humor. Anyways, with the rise of Feels Guy, the subreddit "dat feel" was created to catalog the entire genre of humor, eventually branching away from Wojak and subsequently dying off by 2014. But much like Rage Comics, which is totally different, I swear bro, Wojak began to branch itself into several different versions. Up until 2014, the actual Wojak itself paled in comparison to Feels Guy. Things only began to shift due to what I presume to be Feels Guy being added to Encyclopedia Dramatica. In the article, they used the original image and at that point still had some semblance of popularity, so it jump-started the meme back up. Now, something that was just about to become obnoxiously popular was Pepe the Frog, and at the very start of its popularity was a sort of crossover between two worlds. A series of comics following Wojak and Pepe circulated around 4chan. Now, before I tell you its name, I want you to try and guess it. Just mull it over in your head, really stew it around there. Alright, so the Pee Pee Poo Poo comics. The Pee Pee Poo Poo comics gave Wojak a small amount of momentum that would begin to build in the following years. Wojak variations eventually became somewhat of a face to various 4chan jokes. In 2016, a term began to spread on 4chan. I have a theory that there are only a fixed quantity of souls on planet Earth that cycles continuously through reincarnation. However, since the human growth rate is so severe, the soulless extra walking flesh piles around us as NPCs, or ultimate normal, who autonomously follow groupthink and social trends in order to appear convincingly human. I call these people NPCs because when you talk to them, they just say the same shit every time. If you get in a discussion with them, it's always the same buzzwords and hackneyed arguments. They're the kind of people who make a show of discomfort when you break the status quo, like by breaking the normie barrier to invoke a real discussion. It's like in a video when you accidentally talk to somebody twice and they give you the exact lines word for word once more. Clearly this guy is built different. After that surprisingly eloquent post, the term spread throughout 4chan like a plague, mainly since it gives people a way to dispel and dehumanize majority opinion while seeming superior simply because you think differently. Now in 2018, while it was at its peak, a Wojak NPC character was created in order to further show how different they were built by making strawman arguments to feel good about themselves. The main thread that actually incited the Wojak was about the inner voice a lot of people have, including myself. Apparently, some people have no inner voice at all. Maybe they think in Wojak memes. Those people started also getting called NPCs, and after that thread, the character began to pop up left and right. Now, 2018 was the money year for Wojak. It hadn't quite blown up to what it was today, but nearly every variation of Wojak you'll see was created in that time. The biggest group of Wojaks to be created were the Oomers, just ooming left, right, and center, absolutely everywhere. You have the Boomers, the Doomers, the Zoomers, the Bloomers, the Coomers, the Doomer Girl, likely made by the Coomers, the Zoomers, and the Gloomers. Oh, and the Goomers. You know, they say that too many cooks may spoil the broth. Honey, I don't think that's true. Well, maybe too many cooks will spoil the broth, but they fill our hearts with so much love. The biggest Oomer is the 30-year-old Boomer, a Wojak that makes fun of millennials who are completely out of touch with what's hip and cool. This meme spawned in the April of 2018 on the business forums of 4chan and was originally focused on cryptocurrency. As time went on, small things were added to it, eventually solidifying itself with sunglasses and a Monster energy drink. And just saying, coming from someone who works at a convenience store, a ton of adults buy Monster. Surprisingly, most of them are trade workers, you know, the ones with the neon green shirts. And yes, the white Monster is the most popular. Basically, every other Oomer, as well as the 30-year-old Boomer, is just a way to make fun of groups of people, most often the exact demographics that use 4chan. None of them are that interesting, though the Zoomer one has this pure, ungodly gif you can peep at if you want. There's also the pink Wojak, and the green Wojak, and the withered Wojak, and on. But when this meme really started to rise in popularity was thanks to the Yes Chad meme. Now, opposite yet kind of the exact same to the previous Wojak memes, the Chad is used to dispel needless critique and rage about certain lifestyles. Now, since it allowed anyone to make their side seem correct, it obviously exploded on almost every social media platform. If you use Twitter or Reddit, you've likely seen this 1,000 times, by every single piece of the political spectrum. The first Yes Chat to be posted was on August 1st, 2019 by Twitter user Yax91, but the actual chat image has existed since back in 2016. It was originally part of a duo comparing Nordic and Mediterranean people, being used in poll to mock either one side, mock both sides, or unite both sides, basically just for whatever people wanted. Eventually, the meme evolved to include Wojak? I'm sorry, but I've read so many fucking ridiculous terms today that I'm starting to get lost in the sauce. I need to step back for a second. Basically, this meme is used to show the worst and best of fandoms, those who whine about every issue and the ones who just accept and revel in them. Honestly, these are some of the funniest I've seen, and I hate memes at this point, so that's definitely a compliment. After the success of the Chad meme propelling Wojaks into the spotlight, by August of 2020 we hit its peak, with several new templates being created. Now, I could go into detail about all three of them, and I will. Dick flattening is an extension of the CBT meme that had been spreading since 2015. The original post arrived on Instagram in January 2020 before being reposted to iFunny 2 days later, getting far more exposure. The meme spread incredibly fast across all social media, eventually being remixed into various characters from games like Fire Emblem and also being used to make fun of fans of corporations used to being treated like trash. 2 months after the dick flattening meme came out, in March 2020, Twitter user Female Landlords posted the first Money Go Burr comic. On the left we have a crying anarcho-capitalist, and on the right the money goes burr. This meme is used similar to the Yes Chad meme to shut down whining and complaining with a simple and direct response. Lastly, on June 1st, 2020, Twitter user Arizona Reloaded uploaded the first So True comic. This template shows hypocrisy for believing one pseudoscience and not the other. Regardless of your opinion on the validity of these comics, the idea rang true and spread like wildfire throughout Twitter, quickly turning ironic. Phew, that just about covers it. I really don't feel like going into every other Wojak, and I think I covered all the main ones in a mostly chronological order. So, what did we learn today? Counterculture doesn't make you special, it makes you really fucking annoying to be around. The end. Anyways, I just got a new laptop so I can edit meme history videos during my night shifts, so expect these to come out far more regularly while I make videos I put more effort into at home. That being said, I would definitely like all that work to amount to something, and it seems that only 16% of you are subscribed. Fucking Christ. Please, if you enjoy this or any of my other content, subscribe. I get many happy chemicals in the brain if you subscribe, so please do. And if you have any comments or suggestions for future memes to cover, leave a comment down below. And of course, if you enjoyed, like the video. With all that out of the way, have a fantastic day.